have one from George who says, as we introduce the new Internet of Things tools on planes and in airports, what factors inform how we should be securing these new tools and the data sets they collect from cyber intrusion?
Yeah, no, it's a really important question. And so a couple important things to understand is that there is an enormous amount of effort placed on ensuring that there is segregation in the way that data is accessed on an airplane. And at all times, a pilot has control as to whether or not their aircraft is going to retain connectivity or not, so that they have the ability to fly that plane safely. The cockpit is treated uniquely from the cabin, and so those things are on separate domains. So there are a lot of measures taken to ensure overall safety and security. And so I think what you'll see is that the technologies that are being brought to the market that drive connectivity, it really, cyber is one of the foremost thoughts, at least that we look at it at Honeywell, is how do we make sure that passengers are safe? At the end of the day, you want a true home-like experience in the air. You want to be safe. You want to be able to have the option of connectivity, be able to text, be able to do your Christmas shopping from the plane if you want to. And so you need to be able to do that in an environment that you can trust and feel safe to fly in.
Yeah, I wanted to jump in on Kristen's topic there. She mentioned the cockpit and the cabin, and the engine manufacturers are concerned with the cabin digital. What it is, in the past when you managed engines and what they were doing, it was a very physical interaction. The aircraft landed, you physically looked inside the engine if you thought there was something wrong. Now digital analytics has gone to where you can monitor the engine in flight and you can see what's happening, vibrations and temperatures. The new frontier we're entering now is almost the same as facial recognition. Our engines we're building now, we're monitoring like 800 critical characteristics of the engine while it's being manufactured. Dimensions, temperatures, when it's manufactured. So now when we're monitoring an engine, when something happens, we can look at every other engine in the world and look for a similar footprint or fingerprint of that engine. We call it the digital twin. In the past, we just treated engines as an average performer. Now, we have a fingerprint of every engine, so when something happens, we can start looking at every other engine and determine what the footprint of that is, and the analytics allows us to manage this, the reliability of these projects much better. That's where digital analytics is from the manufacturer's point of view of maintaining the reliability of these, this equipment.